Congressman Brad Wenstrup, thanks for joining us. What was your reaction to Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelinskis' speech to Congress today?
Well, I think he showed tremendous courage, tremendous leadership, and it's amazing what he has been able to do and to carry off when they've been so outnumbered by this Russian invasion, if you will. And his leadership and his plea was very sincere. We'll fight the fight. Just help us in any way that you possibly can. Humanitarian, and show leadership across the free world so that people know that Ukraine wants to be a free nation, not under the realm of Russian communism, but that this is a fight for all of us, but just help us out in any way that you possibly can, because we're willing to fight that fight and protect our land, but to try and save our own people from the annihilation that's taking place. And so it was very heartfelt. And they showed a video that was very, very meaningful. I was in Ukraine in December, and it was a normal functioning Western type of society. Christmas lights were out. People were going about their activity, preparing for Christmas. And only to know that soon this was likely to happen. I don't know how they do it, but I think they were more prepared than Putin had in mind. And he has shown their willingness, and their morale is high in spite of the beating that they are taking. And I think Russian morale is low. So, I think he's got a fighting chance in many, many ways, and obviously has extended this far beyond what the prognosticators had in mind, and certainly what Putin had in mind. So I was very moved by everything that he had to say and his plea for help on behalf of freedom and on behalf of the lives of innocent people.
You talked about trying to carry the fight to him and continue the fight. What else, in your opinion, should the United States be doing to assist Ukraine?
Well, I think there's a lot that we can be doing. As a soldier and surgeon who served in war, I would want to see if there's anything that we can do with our medical assets, either volunteer or military, and possibly be set in Poland and to help with medevac and humanitarian efforts that need to be made. That is something that I'd like to make sure that we are doing, because certainly that is a peaceful approach to what is taking place. But at the same time, we've got to allow them to be able to defend themselves, to be able to fight the Russians back. And so lethal aid is certainly things that we have to do, and the more we can do for them, the better right now.
He has called for a no-fly zone, which some have said that could be further antagonize Russia. What's your stance on taking it further, providing those MiG jets that has been discussed, as well as the no-fly zone, and further escalating things?
Yeah, well, everything that we've been providing has been in an effort for them to be able to defend themselves. So certainly one can argue that if we get them the jets that they need to defend their airspace, like we're getting them things to defend themselves on land, I think that we need to consider that. I don't want us to go into this fight. I don't want American boots on the ground at this time, but we certainly want them to have what they need. And guess what? They're not asking for us to put boots on the ground. They're just asking us to give them what they need to defend themselves, to save more lives, and to try and ward off this Russian invasion.
Switching to domestic issues, what do you think? What else should be done? I know the Fed is announcing a hike in interest rates to try to slow down the economy and slow down inflation. Inflation, obviously, the number one kitchen table subject for a lot of people. What else do you think Congress or the administration could do or should do to slow this down?
Well, one of the things that we should have done is not do so much spending, and that has been a problem. When we spend money like that and then we start printing and borrowing money, then the value of our money goes down, and therefore inflation goes up. But let's just talk about the day-to-day things like your gas prices. This was avoidable. We're energy independent. There's no way in the world that we are ready as a nation, or any nation in the world is, that's industrialized or whatever, to just go to renewables. It's just not feasible at this time. I like clean energy, I use clean energy, but at the same time, this is not how our society can continue to function. So when we made ourselves dependent on foreign oil, that was a problem. And so we can turn that around right now and have I call it Operation Grease Lightning, get back to where we were, allow drilling to take place. It's a part of our society today. America does it cleaner than anybody else, so why are we relying on foreign sources that don't operate as cleanly as we do? And that's something that never should have happened, but this was all an invitation for Putin. The mess in Afghanistan was also an invitation for Putin. And so we've got to start doing things that make sense, that don't drive up the cost of things in America. And so we got to start securing our supply chain, making sure it's domestic. Now this is going to take a long time because it's been 50 years in the making that we outsource so much manufacturing. When we reduced taxes, we actually had no companies leave the United States of America because we can compete here. We don't want to change that and go in the other direction. So there's a lot of things we need to do to bolster our economy, to get more people working and to be working at decent wages without inflation defeating any increase in wages that they might receive.
You mentioned the drilling issue, but from my understanding, a lot of these oil companies have a lot of permits that they can drill right now. They've just chosen not to. It's been more of a business decision than a regulatory one. How do you get those companies to start drilling where they can?
Well, for one thing, they were a little bit discouraged by the idea that President Biden and then candidate Biden said, we're going to stop all drilling in the United States and we're going to stop the Keystone Pipeline. So when you hear that from the President of the United States, you tend to stay away from those options. And let's make it very clear that we can open these up and people can use them and they'll be able to continue to use them. Some of the ones that they have permits to have already been used and are dried up. And so we need to explore the other areas that are out there. And I think that you might get a different version from some of those companies that are interested in the leases, that do want to do the drilling, as opposed to what you're hearing coming from the White House.
Final question, what's your stance on this new initiative or new move to get rid of daylight savings time? It passed the Senate. What's your stance on that?
Well, I got to tell you, I kind of like those, sunny evenings that we have during the summertime that comes with daylight savings time. But it's interesting that this is coming up right now, where there's a war going on that everybody is watching, because daylight savings time came out of wartime eras where we're trying to save fuel and we were trying to extend the ability for people to work into the evening and do more things like that, and also for safety. So I think it's something that people need to consider. People are going to have different opinions on this, I'm pretty sure. But Ohio legislature has, both in the House and Senate, I believe, put forward their thoughts on it, and theirs is to keep it permanent, daylight savings time. So we'll see, but I certainly enjoy having longer evenings in the summertime and with my kids.
Thank you, Congressman. Thanks for the time.
You bet. Thank you.